Yo! Welcome guys to another episode of X Television. Today we have the ESEA Season 7 LAN Grand Finals. Map 1 Granary. As we saw in that graphic, this is a match from the history of TF2 a couple months ago, back in November, but I think it's very important that we get to see the action and have a historical document, as it were. So eMg, their same lineup as we've already seen in these episodes: YZ50, Giggly, Mackie, Tyrone, Shade, and Banny. Complexity is Carnage, Enigma, TLR, Relic, Justin, and the Fragile. We see here at the start of the game, Fragile having to switch his spawns just a little bit, and Complexity wearing their custom uniforms, which you can find on our website, and eMg also has custom uniforms in place. So we're going to finish up this LAN coverage very quickly here, and then we are going to start producing videos for Season 8, which kicks off on February 1st, 2011. So Justin getting jumped down quite aggressively from YZ50, who gets taken down, but a scout for Devilman is a good trade. Sully's jumping up on the boxes. Great kill from TLR on Tyrone there, but it looks like blue team eMg is dominating most of the territory around here. Tyrone already running forward, going after Fragile, down to 27 health, and we have a pause. Yes, this game, that was Mackie who was chasing after Fragile. Now, this game was played on a LAN, but just because you guys are all sitting in the same convention center doesn't mean you can't have technical problems. So Mackie does get the kill on the Fragile, who was pretty much stuck there. No real chance. And nice pipe from Banny, takes out Carnage. Banny always with the sick pipes. And eMg is definitely going to roll into 2 quite confidently here. Banny picks up another kill on Justin, and they are still in a fantastic attacking position, with Complexity not having an Uber, their Devilman being down, and eMg is going to have to get in here quickly for Justin to stay down. Looks like Complexity wanted a counterattack, was pushing down the rail. eMg not able to get a ton of damage onto the Fragile, and now it's going to come down to Banny. Gets popped up in the air, kind of stuck in place, but nobody killing him. Giggly comes in, gets a kill, but he is the last survivor for his team, and backing up. Huge meat shot on Carnage. Sit down, haha. Giggly looking to work the flanks here. The rest of his team has respawned. Definitely not enough early pressure on Fragile during that push. As we saw from our third-person perspective, he was a little vulnerable in that standing on that pipe. But so eMg just hanging back. Z, that's what we call that little section where Tyrone and Banny and Shade are hanging out. Tyrone is the pocket, while Mackie is the insane roamer. Mackie is definitely the type of roamer that doesn't always stay soldier. He's very good with his attacks, knowing when to attack and when to bomb, when to push in to give his team a bit of advantage. You see Banny on the picture-in-picture here. Mackie's already dead, but Kritzkrieg coming out here. Yeah, he's got 2 good kills so far. Justin and TLR down with it. Switched over to Rockets. That one barely missing that red soldier back over. His Relic down to 23 health. Yeah, and Enigma playing under the name Online. Last one surviving, but not able to put a stop to it. So eMg with a very quick first round. This is, of course, NA rules, so we will be playing to a total of 5 points. ESEA did change their process very slightly. Instead of a halftime at 4 points this season, it's going to be a halftime at 3 points. Justin going for the health pack right away, pretty standard. Rolling out on the left-hand side, then grabbing a health pack, but took a lot of damage from YZ, Giggly, and Justin. And eMg doing a good job of containing Complexity as they were trying to roll out of the garage. Wow, looks like they are getting cleaned up. Fragile's going to get chased down by one of these scouts here. Double jumping like a madman. That must mean it is YZ50. Indeed it is. So they're still capping the point. YZ50 is getting ready to go. And Justin has spawned. YZ50 and Banny taking care of that. YZ50 gets up on top of the top pipe here. Slightly higher than the other one. Looks like we do have, the double heavy in effect. That's something else that's not going to be happening next year. And Complexity really has not been able to get anything going here. Justin dying way early, several occasions. Now, of course, there has been some roster changes with some of these teams going into Season 8, but that is a topic for discussion another time. So you see Complexity roll out once again towards the middle point. Justin again hanging on the left-hand side, going to pick up the health back. And looks like Banny so took a different route. Yeah, there he is on the railing. Scout getting up in his face, and Banny's got to fall back a little bit. And looks like Tyrone takes out Carnage back in the garage. Red team slightly better success on the mid-fight before Banny scores a pipe on TLR, and Enigma goes down. So just Relic and Fragile having it back out here. Shade faking the charge. Just put a little fear in Fragile's eyes. Banny very aggressive jump in, but does well to not take much damage. Only got knocked down to about 120. Shotgunning those stickies down is the pocket. And it looks like that was actually the moment where we had the issue with the HUD. And TLR is back in the game. Issue with the HUD because of a player dropping. The pauses in the game are actually 2 minutes before the player actually drops, due to how that all works out. STV demo delays. Shade has charge, as does the Fragile. So just working through the garage here, which is a pretty safe attacking approach on Granary. You definitely have to be cautious about the upstairs and watch for a flank. Looks like you can just barely see. We're seeing hints of the scout up there. But eMg has been getting pressure on the point. YZ50 goes down, and the Uber has been pressured. So Shade getting to pop his about halfway after the red team. And they're just going to use this to exert their control over the point and finish up this capture. Great flank, though, by Carnage. And, yeah, actually, there we go. Rocket from behind from Mackie saves Shade, who is down to 15 health. So Carnage just not quite able to finish that off. Very good flank, though. And the soldiers jumping in for eMg. Good damage on the Fragile, who's down to half health. And quick pressure on the cap point. But Shade's going to have to come in with somebody else to make this happen. Wow, YZ50 going beast mode. Gets Relic and the Fragile. Let's see that on replay here. And watch these double jumps. Insane. Good work on Enigma. Fantastic jump into the Fragile, who he knew was going to be on the stairs. And then finishes off Relic right before he gets taken out. So YZ50 again tearing it up. Complexity players saying double jump all day. Which, yeah, YZ50 is a big double jumper. And he has insane movement and pretty insane aim. So YZ50 definitely an inspirational scout for anybody who's trying to improve their skills there. Now Mackie just bombed himself in there. Actually did get a kill on Justin with a late rocket. And that point is so close to being captured that Complexity has to stand on the point itself, and eMg can just pressure. So TLR was jumping in at the end there, but just a second too late, and eMg already barnstorming to a 3-0 lead. Nice little fast forwarding here, speeding up the mid wait just a second. Banny taking a decent amount of damage down to 77. Grabs the full health back all the way up. Complexity Soldier gets air shot. That was Relic. Getting smacked in the face and pushed off the boxes. Fragile goes down to Tyrone, though. We don't have a good shot of it because we're watching YZ50 play defense of his own. Wow. Oh, 3K for, well, actually that last one was assist because Mackie was there and Mackie got the kill. But YZ50 going insane. Just staying on the point so he can get the, well, speed it up as much as possible and then go grab the health back after Mackie has grabbed it. So nice stuff there. YZ50 definitely going to push forward, see what he can see. And we're going to be in a little bit of it. This is always kind of like the traditional stalemate position of Granary, is where one team wins the middle fight, but they lose their medic and the other team loses their medic. So the attacking team, which is blue team in this situation, eMg, don't really have a huge incentive to push in because they don't have the Uber, which is, you know, a huge offensive tool. But also they know that Complexity doesn't have the Uber. So just got to watch out for the stickies. A lot of stickies on the ground. And Justin maybe missing his opportunity to tag Shade with that. who once again fakes the Uber. Sticky's being popped, and a back cap in effect, which Complexity scouts are very good at pressuring with the back cap, and it definitely forces a response. They're going to get chased down and taken out, but you know, that put a stop to eMg's attack without a doubt. Looks like Carnage is down, and I think it was only ×2, so I think it was just the one scout. And now trying to push out of this choke, but Complexity with the Uber is a little bit further forward and a little bit more active defense. Good jump and good Uber, as you know, it was an aggressive jump in, but Complexity were actually forced to use the Uber first before the attacking team. But now falling back, the rest of the team's taking a lot of damage. Justin in a good flank position here. Oh, and there it is. Gets the kill on Shade. Come on, pipe him down. And there he goes. Nice pipe on Banny. Good prediction, which is what the Demoman pipes are all about. That prediction's a little bit easier on LAN. You know, they say that, I don't know, scouts makes a big difference on LAN, but, you know, if you have good ping, Soldier doesn't make a big difference, but if you have a terrible connection and you usually ping about 100, it makes a big deal. So check out Mackie here, as we see Complexity is capturing the point, and Mackie is in his forward spawn. Now he's coming out on the point. Looks what he sees. Oh, bang, the Fragile. Huge. Like, Justin might have barely seen him before he got that shot off, but I remember seeing that live, and I was just like, oh my god. Mackie just knows when to do it, you know, like, he off-classes like mad, and sometimes, you know, off-classing is ridiculous, and sometimes Mackie, you know, off-classes and dies like a punk, but, I mean, that was just insane, you know, heads-up smarts right there, like TF2 knowledge. Mackie just dropped some on you right there. You know, because nobody expects that shit. You know, he hid in spawn, but he didn't hide in spawn as a soldier. You know, as a soldier, he'd have to bomb in, he'd have to work in from the short side. But as a sniper, you know, he got his one shot, he got his one chance to take out Fragile, and he got it and he nailed it. So fantastic play by Mackie there, and we can see that really put a stop to Complexity's offense, as they definitely have had to post up here. Mackie and Shade are working the in the garage, and yeah, Complexity forced to fall back significantly, but a little pressure of a back cap on their own, and now they are pushing back in. Banny on half health. They're going to get their fourth player back up, but Complexity is at 5, and then Carnage is going to be streaming in as soon as he spawns. So Shade is not out there to heal his players. His players are starting to drop, and Giggly, the only one up, he's getting heals, but yeah, it's going to be a tough one. So Complexity finally bringing the pressure, and despite the Fragile getting sniped out of nowhere on the second point, they have pulled it together and captured this round. So they're going to need a couple more to get this back together, as eMg still has a significant 2-round advantage. And just briefly, quick little TF2 tip. If you noticed on the HUD bar, Fragile switched classes once again. Granary, if you're a medic and you spawn on the right-hand side, you should switch your spawn points by cycling classes. Yeah, cycling classes is safer than killing yourself, because sometimes that doesn't work. Sully jumped up huge in the air and then drops back down all the way. Mackie down to fairly low health. Shade takes some damage as well. It's just TLR got the credit for the kill. He's going mad with the shotgun behind enemy lines. Look at this scout flank. The Fragile left alone, gonna have to defend for himself. Doing a good job chasing the scout out though. But both scouts for eMg are there and just pushing Complexity all the way back, even though they lost their medic. Still gonna capture the point. So good frags for eMg there. Excuse me. I'm just going to keep the pressure on and let Shade build up, most likely. It's really hard to counterattack from the second point to the third point, even if you have an Uber. And this scout definitely getting caught out of position by Justin and Carnage. Just both of them showing up at the exact same time. And it looks like Complexity does want to use this, though. I mean, if you have the Uber and you know your enemy doesn't, that's usually a good sign that you should attack. Pipe's coming over the top though, but the Complexity player is hiding in the corner outside of the range of that splash damage. And TLR roaming and taking control of the boxes. So eMg are about to get the Uber and forced to use it as they're getting bombed in the corner, but they are going to save this point, at least for the time being. Complexity has popped as well, but it seems like they're not actually damaging too many players with this. TLR, the last one up for the offensive classes, down to 60 health. Fragile getting chased down as well, and it is a wipe. And nice little reverse effect, so we can see this on the other angle. Shade here. Oh, Equalizer versus Ubersaw, and he's got just about 50% Uber here. And I like too, the scouts are already forward. That huge wipe. There's no problem getting the second point, and they're going to have a significant Uber advantage to push into the third point as well. So things very much going eMazing Gaming's way. YZ50 gets picked, pressuring forward, must have been on the pipe over here. Giggly now standing in his spot while the rest of his team just kind of plays it cool, waiting to see what Complexity does before they get YZ50 back and move into place. Looks like they're going to come pipe. And out the door here is Mac Attack. Tyrone following him up, gets thrown around though and then taken out. This offense is faltering just a little bit. Banny goes down, but YZ50 is still up. And he goes down. I was about to say he's going to have to kill 4 players by himself, which he's pretty capable of doing, but just not in that circumstance. He's trying to pressure the point a little too much. Both Complexity scouts with their flaming green hats moving forward and are going to get good pressure on the point here. Tyrone and Banny, looks like they're trying to pressure out of Garage just a little bit, but nothing shaken, and eMg is going to give up the point. Gonna have to, there it is. Mackie coming out and pressuring the Uber pop from Complexity, which, switches the whole dynamic. That's really what, all competitive TF2 is about. Even, regular pub TF2, it's all about the Uber. So, if you don't have Uber and you can pressure your opponent to use it in a bad situation, that is a very good thing for you. So Shade was about half Uber when the Fragile had full Uber. Mackie attacked in, forced the pop for the Fragile to protect himself, and now eMg has the Uber. So now they're going to be able to defend this in a capable manner, as opposed to Complexity just rolling in and rolling over them with an Uber. But again, looks like the medic was forced to pop the Uber a little early, just this time on the other side of the map, as it was Shade who was forced to pop all the way back here at the garage. Oh no, excuse me, not back here. They got aggressive with that. Looks like our camera was just in a different place. I got a little confused with the geometry for a second there. But good aggressive push in by Shade and eMg there. We're able to clear out Complexity and take out the Fragile, which means that Shade still enjoys the Uber advantage here. TLR trying to pressure forward, but does not realize that YZ50 is behind him. Takes a ton of damage there. Sticky's coming over the top. Got a lot of pressure. Carnage has to take the health pack. And Lucky Luke recorded this edition. I think he was waiting for Mackie to fall down, and somehow Mackie jumped all the way back there. Kind of nutty. But blue team is pressuring forward. Tyrone on the point. So Sticky's over towards Mackie. They get popped, but really it's just one Sticky on top of him when he popped it. Very good Uber pop from Shade there. Got Mackie right when he was about 50 health. He's got, Tyrone. He's very low on health when he saved him. Mackie jumping forward though. Going to draw Complexity back here. And let's see if Tyrone can get anything going. A little bit of damage, but it's 4 on 6. 4 for eMg right now. We'll see if Complexity can push out here.
The control point is being contested.
Fragile not healing anybody, getting a little disconnected, which definitely slows down your Uber building. Banny coming in, good pressure here. Shade's gonna, Fragile's gonna have to watch out. Yeah, great stop from Mackie, just landed right on the Fragile with the rocket at his feet. And yeah, going to be pushing in. It's down to Justin right now. Other players storming out. Enigma's out here, but it is 5 up for eMg. And just trying to take out Justin, who's down to 24 health. But Banny versus 2 scouts and the soldier coming in. Needs some help from Giggly. Perfect timing. YZ50 takes out Relic. Don't know where. Oh, no, right there. Jeez. But couldn't mess with Justin, who landed a nice pipe right in his face. Banny just a little bit out of distance, not quite able to damage the scout here. Wow. Wow, 2 fantastic pipes right there. Just barely using the corner here. Oh, another pipe right to the face. Mackie was running spy right there, but no need for it. So the uniforms have been switched. eMg now in their red set, while Complexity is still in the blue and white. Now, we are working on improving more uniform sets and stuff. It's just one of the projects on our to-do list. But if you got some Photoshop skills or you're on a team and interested in doing some uniforms for us, holla. Tyrone gets an early kill on Enigma. And I believe that is Relic jumping over aggressive. Now eMG soldier jumping up on top of him. TLR trying to push the garage. And actually, Tyrone and TLR are trading kills there. So YZ50 and Mackie having to do the work. Carnage takes out YZ, but yeah, nobody's on the plate. Oh wait, whoa! I didn't even see Mackie in the shadows there. Man, oh man. So Carnage does end up taking him out with the Uber pop though. So yeah, it was kind of funny there. Both the teams just kind of abandoned it, where it was Scout and Medic versus Soldier Medic. But I guess, you know, eMg made the decision, you know, hide Mackie in a corner, try to put some pressure on the Fragile, and just kind of, you know, give up the point for a second. Worked pretty well for him. I mean, they, you know, forced an Uber from Complexity, and now they have the Uber advantage. Let's see how they put it to use. Trying to decide right now which way to go. So it seems. They do have everybody, you know, in position, just kind of locking things down. And unfortunately, I mean, you know, obviously it pays to be cautious. It's more important to go Uber to Uber than to foolishly rush in with an Uber you're not really prepared for. So, you know, eMg got a slight Uber advantage from how the beginning shaked up, how that mid-fight shook up. But, you know, chosen not to push in aggressively with that and are instead just trying their hand at defense here. TLR in the garage, having to take out these stickies. Takes a good 100 in damage at the same time, though. Still getting heals, though, so starting to pressure in. Uber Scout going in. TLR going to try and follow this up. And, oh, good flash on him. He was snagged right when he was at 20 health. Trying to go for a flank here, and instead is just going to get caught behind enemy lines. Yeah, there he goes. Good pipe from Banning. And wow. Great stuff there from Relic, but not quite able to finish anybody off. Shade able to get out of there okay. And Complexity is wiped. So eMg gonna, wow. And Fragile just took a ton of damage too. Yeah, looks like Banny was getting super aggressive on Fragile. Now the Scouts come in after Banny goes down. Scouts come in. Oh, TLR just not quite able to get that last rocket onto Shade. If you would have connected with that, odds are you would have killed him. Just take about like 100 damage from a point blank rocket, and that was what Shade had left. So, but you know, he didn't. So Shade is pushing in with this Uber. Fragile has 45% on his. Yeah, trying to build it as fast as possible with Relic. TLR is playing a little bit more roamer, and they had some issues with their soldier positions, switching back and forth and trying to find out what was best for them throughout the season. Shade coming in here. Fragile just about to get his Uber. Surely they'll counter pop right away. There it is. And yeah, eMg's Uber is fading quickly, but Fragile gets a good job getting, Shade does a very good job getting away as Banny and some other of his teammates do their best job to obstruct the Uber. Carnage with the flank here, not spotted yet. 3 good shots. Takes down Fragile. Didn't even take any damage. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, I was just about to say, didn't even take any damage as he still had 125 health. And then he must have gotten buckshotted by YZ50 and Giggly at the same time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be it. 5-1 for eMg. ColdFront is going to be the second map, and we will see you back there. eMg wins it. They win the tournament. Otherwise, Complexity is going to have to play another best of 3 and take that series. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Peace out.